Okay, so now we're going to show you the installation of both models, the hinge mount and the swivel mount. And once we do that, then we will show you the transition from the in-use position to the stowed position. So I'm going to start with the swivel mount. And this is in real time. There's no fast forward. I might fast forward through taking these nuts and bolts off. But other than that, this will be in real time. So you can see exactly what it takes to install these units. Okay, so this is the main bracket. You're going to take, this is for the swivel mount. You're going to take this, you're going to slide it from the bottom up. Put the bolt through. Put your second bolt through. Your washers. Oh, drop that bolt again. That's why I don't play sports anymore. I got a case of the fumbleitis. Okay, so again, this is the swivel mount, and you can see just how quickly the bracket is installed. So this is obviously not the finished installation, but this shows you what you will encounter. Now, I'm standing mostly on the inside here so that you can see basically what's going on here. We've done videos to try and show the installation process, the installation, detailed installation guides, and it's hard to get a good camera angle and show what's going on. So we made this mock-up so that you get a better idea of exactly what it takes. So now that this bracket is installed onto the frame rail, you will take the Butler, slide your pin through, and it is now installed. To release this, you'll pull up this spring lock. And the Butler can now be used. Now we're ready to install the hinge mount. You're going to remove the two pins. Holding the back main assembly, you're going to notice that there are two jam bolts on here. If I try and put this on right now, it won't let it go. So you're going to have to loosen these with a 9/16. I'm just using a box end wrench. You can use an adjustable wrench, crescent wrench, ratchet, doesn't matter. A pair of pliers, and bring those to where they're at least flush with that edge. And now this bracket will fit over the frame rail. Now you will tighten this down. You do not want to over tighten these, you just want to snug them up so that the bracket can't move while you are installing the main assembly. Okay, so that's on there. We're going to take one of our pins, and this is going to require a little finesse, and the only time you'll have to do this is on your initial installation. So The easiest way to do this is start this pin just through that first hole there, not all the way through. We're going to bring the Butler up to match that. And then we'll slide it through. I can tell you that when you have your power tongue jack, it's easier to just bring the tongue up and down to the correct height to do this. Okay, so top pin is in. Push this flush. And insert the bottom pin. Both Butlers, the main assemblies, are now installed. For your electrical, we don't have the electrical here. However, the electrical consists of 2 wires that you will have to hook up. One to the positive terminal on your battery and one to the negative. It comes pre-wired. There's nothing for you to do except for remove each nut from the positive and negative terminal on the battery, slide our wires over it, and tighten down the nuts, and that will consist of your electrical installation. So now we're going to show you how to go from the in-use position to the stowed position. Okay, so I have grabbed the travel bracket and pin, and we'll go ahead and transition the hinge mount first. So I'm going to point out real quickly, there is a spring-loaded lock on here. When you are going to use the Butler, that spring will be released and will allow the Butler to turn for use. When you are going to transition to stowed, you'll bring it to this position, you'll release the spring lock. That is going to hold it in place while it's in the stowed position so that it can't move or swing while it's on the trailer. So what you will do is remove this bottom pin. You will leave the top pin installed. You're going to grab your travel bracket. We are going to swing this out. And up. Insert that pin. Insert that pin. And this Butler is now ready for travel. Now we're going to show you how to transition the swivel mount from the in-use position to the travel position. I'm going to note real quickly that this swivel unit was actually made for the passenger side, so everything here symmetrically would actually be reversed, but you will still get the idea of exactly how this will work. On the swivel mounts, you have the same spring-loaded mechanism to hold it in place while you are traveling. For this unit, for this video, we are actually going to release this so that we can turn to give us the clearance that we need to transition up. We're going to remove our hitch pin. We're going to take this up to the travel position. We're going to insert the pin. We're going to rotate this to the lock position and lock the pin. And that's how easy it is. I want to remind you that this, when it's installed on this side, would be symmetrically in the correct position. So when you're ordering, that's why we do ask, is this for the passenger side or the driver's side? So, but for this video, we want to show you how easy it is, again, to install these units how easy it is to go from the in use to the travel position and answer the 3 most common questions